Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, we're going to be doing an unboxing, and I'm going to give my first impressions on the Galaxy Tab S11. This tablet is available at the time of this video. I'll have some links to it in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. The retail price is $800. It comes in two different colors, a silver and this gray color we're going to be checking out here today. And there's three configurations to choose from. There's a base model with 12 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage. There's a 256 gigabyte storage model, which is a free storage upgrade right now. And there's a max spec 512 gigabyte storage, still with the 12 gigabytes of RAM. But I'm super excited to check this out because of the thinner and lighter weight of this over the previous Tab S9. We have the newly designed S Pen, the new Samsung DeX, and upgraded processor here. Inside the box, have our tablet. See what else we get inside. Here's our first look at the newly designed S Pen. This is the same one we have with the new Tab S11 Ultra, the same plastic finish, same physical button on this, but we now have the hexagonal sides, so flat on every single side of this, a totally new feel for the Samsung S Pen. We also get a SIM ejector tool, in addition to some paperwork, and a lengthy USB Type-C to Type-C charging cable. First impressions straight out of the box, very similar look here to a lot of other Samsung tablets. We have the new connector pins on the back of the tablet now instead of the bottom. There are all new accessories for this Tab S11, which we'll take a look at these later on in the video. We have our Samsung branding in the corner, although it's not actually engraved anymore, and a single camera on the back here, a 13 megapixel camera, and then we also have the 12 megapixel ultra wide camera on the front. Taking a physical tour similar to the Tab S11 Ultra, we now have the power button and volume rockers swapped on this Tab S11 series. Tab S9 on top, Tab S11 on bottom. You can see the power button has been moved and swapped with the volume rocker. I have two mics on top and our micro SD card slot. In here we have room for one micro SD card up to 2 terabytes of storage. We have a quad speaker setup here, 2 on each side, and nice to have the 45 watt super fast charge on this Type-C port. We are also getting on paper a slightly thinner Tab S11 at 5.5 millimeters compared to the 5.9 on the Tab S9, while still having the same battery capacity of 8,400 milliamp hours. We also have a lighter weight here on this Tab S11, so 463 grams on my scale. Now compare that to the Tab S9. 502 grams. This is a much more manageable tablet to hold and use in the hand compared to the new Tab S11 Ultra. You can see the size difference here. Honestly, crazy on these with the 14.6 inches and a much more standard 11-inch screen size. Now, as far as the new S Pen, we no longer have magnetic attachment on the back of these tablets. On the previous Tab S9, we had a really strong magnet on the back here to just keep that S Pen in place on the back. So this now goes up here in the corner. You could do this on other Samsung tablets, but this is now the primary place for it. It does click into place, but I would still say it's a little bit looser compared to the previous generations, having it on the back there with the magnetic strip. But overall, from a physical perspective, really liking the refinements made here on the Tab S11. Let's go ahead and boot up. And it's been a couple days now since I first started using this Tab S11, so I'm ready to share some of my first impressions with you guys. So starting with the biometrics, getting into the tablet, we have our fingerprint scanner on the side here. This is just an optical fingerprint scanner, so not the ultrasonic on Samsung's flagship phones, but I'd say it still gets you in quick enough and is accurate. And once you're in, you'll be greeted by the 11-inch display. I've been really enjoying this smaller size tab in my last couple days of use. Just the lighter weight, just the ability to hold this in one hand easily with a little bit thicker bezels. I've also really enjoyed using this in portrait more so than on that larger Tab Ultra. Usually that's just propped up on the desk somewhere in landscape. Using it in a lot of different ways just because it is a little more versatile from its smaller size. I know a lot of people out there appreciate this smaller size of tab, and this is from a spec sheet perspective comparable to the Tab S11 Ultra, with the exception of some physical differences such as one less camera on the back. We don't have the 8 megapixel ultra wide. There is of course a little bit smaller of a battery in this, and also no anti-reflective display, which I think would have been really nice on this. Since we currently have other tablets on the market like the iPad Pro with the M4 chip, this has the nano texture display, so you can see my window is not even really showing on this one at all. But even even without the anti-reflective here, it's a very good display because it gets extremely bright. Over the years, I've used a lot of these 11-inch size tablets from Samsung, and it's safe to say this is definitely the best one considering the physically lighter, slimmer design of it in the hand, making it feel even more portable, in addition to just simply having the best display. But over the last 2 days, I have loved using this handheld. I've been really enjoying note-taking on this device with the S Pen. As far as the new design, it is still taking some getting used to with the flat sides, but you can also use any previous generation S Pen if you don't like the new one. I just love having a lightweight tablet, lightweight stylus, really easy to just quickly pick this up, jot down some notes, put your pen back on top, and move on with your day. And even though we have less screen real estate here, I am still really enjoying the new Samsung DeX. Super easy to open up some more applications. No matter what it is I do on these tablets, it has very smooth performance, so all your software and animations. It's also really easy to just switch between different windows. You can have all these different desktops you can have open at once, and you don't even have to be in that multitasking pane. You can just swipe over. There's your other desktops. So honestly, a really smooth experience here overall, no matter what software stuff you're doing on this. It's just been really smooth. Now, one of the really cool things I can do with this tablet, because it is in the smaller 11-inch size, is I can connect it to one of my mobile controllers. So the mobile gaming segment has grown enough now that you can fit this new Kishi V3 Pro XL right into the Tab S11. It is very easy to just open it up, slide it, connect it in. I mean, just the fact that I'm even doing this is crazy to me. Oh, how did I get that? Performance here has been nice and smooth. Cannot score. But this just looks so cool with the larger display. Nope. Still okay. There we go. Finally. So this has been running really smooth for me. No. We lost. So this is why I love smaller tablets. You're able to have some unique use cases with them. Taking a look at the front-facing camera, this is the same front-facing camera in the Tab S11 Ultra. This films in 4K 30 resolution. I found this is a very good camera for a mobile device. A lot of laptops would have nothing even close to this. So actually really good cameras on these tablets. Taking a look at the battery life, in my first battery cycle, I got near 8 hours of screen on time over the course of 2 days. It was relatively lighter usage. Some gaming, a half an hour of gaming, a little bit of productivity, a lot of watching YouTube. I am definitely happy with the 8 hours of screen time on this, considering how good the display looks, how bright it gets. On some of Samsung's mid-range tablets, I can only get about 7 hours of screen time, so I would say overall going for this flagship level tablet, you're going to be getting about an additional hour of battery life. And now taking a look at the official case options for this new Tab S11, like I mentioned earlier, we have those new connection points, so we do need the new accessories for this tablet. One of those is this book cover keyboard slim, so no trackpad on this, just a simple keyboard. Overall, this is a super lightweight setup. We have a silicone finish on the outside here. We no longer have the magnetic slot on these because there is no longer that magnetic strip to hold the S Pen. So S Pen just sits up here on the corner. No side protection on these cases either, just more folio style cases. So this does look really nice, has a great feel to it. However, I will say the key travel on these keys is just next to non-existent. It is super shallow key travel. For me personally, it's just not an enjoyable typing experience on this. I mean, you can see I still can type accurately, but typing on this is pretty crammed, so I wouldn't necessarily want to be writing a lot on this. Whereas on the Ultra's keyboard, even though it still is very slim, looks pretty similar on video, there is a little more key travel on this one, which makes it a lot more enjoyable of a typing experience for me personally, and maybe a less premium experience compared to something like the 11-inch iPad Pro, which while it's also an 11-inch tablet, we just have much larger keys on these, especially the number keys. I find these are always just very tiny. Now, Samsung did say they are going to release a Pro keyboard next year at some point for this tablet. So unfortunately, at the time of this video, there's kind of limited options officially from Samsung for these cases, but this is going to be the only keyboard case available for now. And then there's also this book cover case with a microfiber lining on the inside, which is super easy to just go ahead, pop this in, you're connected, have a really nice slim feel on this. The same silicone as on the outside of the keyboard one. So you just flip this around, flap this up, and then you have a great stand here. So I love the microfiber bottom on this. You can adjust this super easily on your table. And since I'm not really using that Samsung keyboard, I've just been opting for my own. This is super easy to just prop this up somewhere, get your keyboard out. But I also love that this book cover case can go into portrait. Just flip this origami the other way. This is just a super nice portable setup with a full-size keyboard, at least when I'm using this here at home. Something strange I also wanted to mention in this video for the Tab S11 series as a whole, there is no haptic feedback or vibration motor at all on these new tablets. I don't understand why Samsung took it away completely, which is interesting because in my last couple years of my videos on these flagship tablets from Samsung, I mentioned that the vibration and haptics just feels kind of cheap and definitely not as nice as on a more flagship phone. Here's what the haptics sounded like on the Tab S9. So now instead of improving on those haptics, we have a higher end tablet here, which does not even have haptics at all, which is just very strange to me. So it is conflicting when some of these basic things go away because I'm really enjoying this tablet from a physical perspective, the slim down design, the noticeably lighter weight. This is in hand all the time. So to cut down 10% or so on the weight does help a lot. All things considered though, I am impressed with this Tab S11 initially. Everything on this tablet from a software perspective has been really smooth. I would say the extra money that would go into this compared to some of Samsung's other 11-inch tablet options is getting the great display here in addition to about an extra hour of battery life. But I'll be curious to hear your thoughts on the Tab S11 in the comments below. Let me know if you want to see any more videos on this from me. I'll have links to the latest deals on this in the description for whenever you're watching this video. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.